Welcome to this explainer. Today, we are launching a full-on investigation into a seemingly risk-free $1 done-for-you list-building offer. We really want to see what is actually inside this thing. Specifically, we're breaking down a product called the AI-powered PLR Makeover by Jason Eichel. Now, it promises a complete, ready-to-launch funnel to help you build an email list. But as we're going to see, the bold headlines on a sales page don't always tell the whole story. So let's start with the ultimate question that hooks us all in. What does one single dollar actually buy you these days in the world of private label rights, or PLR? Look, if you've been around digital marketing for a minute, you know that building a lead magnet from scratch takes serious time, money, and tech skills. So when an offer claims it can bypass all of that for less than the price of a cheap cup of coffee, it naturally raises a few eyebrows. Is this a hidden gem, or is there a major catch? Let's find out. All right, let's dive right into Section 1, the $1 promise. Now, the name AI-powered PLR Makeover definitely sets a pretty high expectation. You might naturally be picturing a shiny new piece of automated AI software, maybe an automated rewriting tool, right? Well, the reality is quite different. You are actually getting a 2,545-word written report about using AI to refresh old content. You aren't getting a robot. There is zero actual AI software included in this package. Setting that expectation correctly right out of the gate is absolutely crucial. Moving right along to Section 2, inside the front end. So what happens when you actually hand over your dollar? Well, you do get a tangible asset. Specifically, you get that pre-formatted, ready-to-publish 2,545-word report completely tricked out with professional covers. The source material notes that it's freshly written, includes a table of contents, and is genuinely ready to go as a lead magnet to offer up to your future subscribers. And it doesn't stop with just the report. You also get beautifully designed, mobile-responsive lead capture and delivery pages. These adapt automatically to whatever device screen your audience is using. And the sales page makes a big point of highlighting that these are standalone pages. That means they don't strictly require you to go out and buy expensive third-party page-building software just to make them function. But here is where the real value actually kicks in for that single dollar. The package includes the fully editable DOCX file for the report and the raw PSD source files for the graphics. You aren't just stuck with some lockdown PDF that you can't rebrand. You can genuinely dive in, change the text, tweak the covers, and make this entire product look and feel completely unique to your own specific brand. And because you have those raw source files, the sales page rightly points out that you don't just have to use this as a simple email lead magnet. You can totally repurpose this content. You can slice it up into YouTube video scripts, drop it into your weekly newsletters, translate it, or even sit down and record it as an audiobook. Having that kind of flexibility for a $1 entry point, that's a really solid advantage for anyone trying to feed a busy content calendar. Okay, before we get too carried away celebrating, let's hit Section 3, reading the fine print. Looking at the provided license, the rules of the game are thankfully very clear. On the what you can do side, you can definitely sell the finished PDF, you can give it away, bundle it, and slap your name on it. But you really need to look at the restrictions on the cannot do side. You absolutely cannot sell the resell rights to your own customers. You cannot sell those DOCX or PSD source files, and you cannot claim original copyright. Simply put, you can sell the finished product to an end user, but you literally cannot become a PLR vendor of this specific package yourself. And this brings us to a critical, arguably buyer-unfriendly caveat, explicitly stated right on the sales page. It reads, "All sales are final. There's no refund offered on this PLR package." So unlike a lot of digital products that give you a comfy 30-day safety net, this vendor's playing it very direct. Once you spend your dollar, it's gone for good. Which leads us perfectly into Section 4, exposing the hidden funnel. This is where things get really interesting. The advertised price, the main hook that gets you in the door, is that highly enticing $1. And to be fair, based on what we've reviewed, it is a legitimate transaction for those front-end files. You really do get those initial assets for a single buck. However, surprise, the reality of the live checkout dashboard reveals a totally different story. There are actually 4 undisclosed upsells that skyrocket the full funnel cost to nearly $50. Beyond your initial dollar, you're hit with a nearly $10 swipe bundle, a $17.80 special for 24 more lead magnets, a $17 unrestricted PLR upgrade, and a monthly membership trial. And the kicker? None of these 4 additional offers are mentioned anywhere on the main sales page. You only discover them once you've already entered your payment details. So, the absolutely crucial point here is understanding why those upsells exist, particularly those unrestricted PLR offers. Remember those super strict rules we looked at a minute ago? The one saying you couldn't sell the source files or pass on resale rights? Well, if we connect the dots here, those $17 upsells are likely exactly what you need to purchase if you want to bypass the front-end restrictions. They are essentially selling you the rights you might have assumed you were already getting for $1. Let's bring this all together in Section 5, the final verdict. The verdict on this one is definitely nuanced. Look, the $1 front end provides genuine, tangible value in the form of written content and editable graphics. But the major catch, aside from that surprise funnel of upsells, is the tech gap. The sales page says the capture pages don't require additional software, but you still absolutely must bring your own web hosting to put the pages on the internet, and your own email autoresponder service to actually collect the leads. So who is this actually for? Well, it's a great fit for seasoned marketers who already have that tech infrastructure running and just want a cheap, quick asset to test out a brand new niche. It's also remarkably great for PLR resellers who want to drop a single dollar just to evaluate this vendor's writing quality before committing to those $17 unrestricted rights upgrades. On the flip side, who should skip this entirely? Well, if you are a complete beginner without a website or an email platform, this $1 purchase is just going to sit on your hard drive gathering digital dust. Furthermore, buyers who absolutely require a refund guarantee should definitely steer clear, as should anyone who read the title and expected a fully functional piece of bundled AI software. I'm going to leave you with this one final thought to ponder. A $1 list building system is only a true bargain if you already possess the foundational tools to bring it to life. Otherwise, it's really just a very cheap digital paperweight. Keep that in mind the next time a seemingly risk-free dollar offer lands in your inbox. Thank you so much for joining me for this explainer, and I really hope it helps you make a much more informed decision on your next